Welcome back to another thrilling episode of Will They Fight or Will They Flee? In one corner, Goon Swarm, trying to bash structures, proving once again that boredom is a valid weapon. In the other corner, Pandemic Horde, tempted by the same tactic they've fallen for 100 times before. And their big response? A Gallente Shuttle. That's right, the ultimate war machine. Then the mood shifted and skirmishes started to take place across the systems. An Astra at the sun started taking hits, because apparently nothing says strategy like anchoring your structure directly in front of a giant ball of fire. And then Init arrived. They poked at capitals the same way you poke a bear with a stick, waiting to see what happens. Does Horde reship outside their shuttle doctrine? Or will Init take the spotlight with all the capitals on grid? This is Warlock Industries, providing cinematic battles and semi-reliable reporting straight from the front lines. Swarm started by flipping Sov, while Horde's opening defense amounted to shuttle spotting. Once the flips were secured, the bees moved on to bashing structures, scooping up stray kills along the way. We also noticed the big flashing vulnerable sign looked a little crooked, clearly installed by an unpaid intern from Jita. Horde eventually reshipped into a fresh new doctrine, and the field shifted into scattered skirmishes. They took the victory, and the bees fled back to their nest to reship. The battle drifted to a nearby star, where someone apparently wanted the best seat in the house for a cosmic super tan. Astra started dropping, and Pandemic Horde successfully retreated. That's when Init arrived, poking capitals like it was a stress test. The Imperium's answer was immediate and excessive. Capitals dropped across the grid like it was a clearance sale. There were no clear winners and no clear losers. Unless you count me, the natural selection to be destroyed first, warping my pod into the grid and immediately getting yelled at in comms. Why is a pod warping in? Each side walked away convinced they'd won, and equally convinced the other side were the real losers. But in the middle of the chaos, the only thing that mattered was the content, and in New Eden, that's the real prize. You're still here? Congratulations! Here's an ESS fight, because nothing says thank you for watching like brawling in a cosmic ATM.